Hello. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by going over the theme statement that we've been working on in class. Okay. Very important that you guys remember when we are going through this. Let's read this together. Everyone look at the screen. I'll read it out loud. You guys follow along with your eyes. In The Bass, the River, and Sheila Mant, W.D. Wetherill teaches us that instead of fixating on our blunders prior to now, we should embrace and learn from them. He shows us this by telling us that the man's fruitless longing to change his decisions of lust over fishing compels him to never cut a line again. This is one of your peers who wrote this in a different period. Now, what they've done here is good work. It passes, guaranteed. Okay? Now you need to decide, is this an A, a B, or a C? So what do you think this is? Is it an A, B, or C?
A-.
Let me try this differently. Raise your hand for an A. Raise your hand for a B. And raise your hand for a C. So you guys are exactly in line with every class. Every class said the exact same thing. It's either an A or a B, right? No one thought this was a C. But what if I told you in the first sentence, there are 6 mistakes with grammar alone? What I want you to do now is look a little closer. Raise your hand when you find a grammatical mistake. Sophia, what's one?
There is a D after the D, or a little dot.
One. Yes, ma'am.
The comma after Sheila Mant should be outside of quotation marks.
Correct. This should be outside the quotation marks, but you bring up a good point. Should there be quotation marks and italics?
No.
That's like wearing a hat on top of a hat. We don't need it. It's not necessary. So you want to keep, if you can use italics, you should use italics. If you're handwriting, you can't magically make italics appear. I don't care how good you think your handwriting is. You have to use quotations then, okay? So W.D. Wetherill teaches us. All right, so what's another mistake? Raise your hand. It's another one that you see. Oh, so this person has already gone in and edited some of it since I talked about this last time. So it's not quite 6. Yes.
There's commas after the bass, the river.
Oh, right here and here? Well, in our short story, is that the way it works? If you went to your classroom right now, there's a tab that has the. Is that the way it works?
Probably.
You have fingers, Riley. You look it up.
What?
What's the title? How is it spelled?
The bass.
Are these all? What is it?
I said the bass, comma, the river, comma, and Sheila.
And these are all capitalized correctly as well? Fantastic. Okay, so it's done right. So let me. Okay. W.D. Wetherill teaches us that instead of fixating on our blunders prior to now, we should embrace and learn from them. First of all, Coach Fig's English teacher heart grows 2 sizes every time he sees big boy and big girl words like fixating, blunders, prior, and embrace. Those things make my teacher heart happy. Okay, that's good higher level language. There are some lower level language that could be raised to higher level language so easily. Like this one here. What's another one?
Shows.
Shows and tells, where are they? Shows, tells. This is another
Finishing.
fruitless. Oh, that's not red. I don't want that red. I want that fruitless longing. Fantastic, right? Decision of lust over fishing compels. Great. Okay, so what are some spots that you see that we could improve upon Second sentence. Because we can improve this one, right? What's a word that replaces teaches? Yes.
Informs.
Informs. What's another one?
Enlightens.
Enlightens. What's another one? Lily, did you have one? No.
Can we edit our own while we're doing this?
As long as you're paying attention. Yes.
Illustrate?
Illustrates? Yeah, great one. Illustrates, demonstrates. Do you see how easy this is now?
I haven't found that.
Demonstrates,
Instructs.
instructs. All of these sound better than teaches. And you guys all just rattled them off like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. And there's this great thing called Google. And if you type a word in and say synonym after it, it pops up a plethora. That's a big word for many.
Not Spanish.
Not Spanish.
Oh.
Plethora.
Oh my gosh.
It's English. Oh, great example. Teaches. And there's how many? 40 words that replace that? So we did that with show. Like, remember I told you, if a first grader, like my daughter, can tell you what it means, then you've done too little. Like shows and tells. If I was like, hey, show me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She's 6. Okay? Higher level language words for show and tell. Show and tell is something you do in kindergarten. What's a higher level language word to replace those? I'm actually asking you. What's a higher level language word to replace show?
Look and listen.
Higher than that even, yeah.
Demonstrate. Demonstrates.
Shows.
Well, those
Like
are done
demonstrate and
replaced by-
illustrate are like.
A lot of these are similar synonyms, right?
There's manifest. There's manifest.
Manifest. Yes.
Exhibit.
Exhibits. Yes.
Present.
Presents.
Convey. Present.
Convey is one. Braylee, what's up?
Represent.
Represent.
Express.
Express.
Illustrates.
Illustrate. And here's the thing. If I have to, okay, there's 26 of you in here. If I have to read the same paper with the same words, shows, and tells a million times over, by the 10th one, I'm already frustrated. By the 15th one, I'm angry. And then if you're the unlucky person that has to be 25th in line to grade, I'm really angry when I grade your paper. So you have all 24 previous papers to blame for me being angry by the time I graded yours. So when we're editing peer-to-peer, you're actually helping yourself. Who do you want to be the happiest person in the world when he's grading your papers?
Coach.
Dude, put me in a good mood. Make my teacher heart happy. And do big boy and big girl words. Step up your game and sound smart. Like this, lust over fishing compels. That sounds awesome. Did they need to word it that way?
No.
Was it hard to word it that way?
Yes.
A couple minutes of extra work raises your letter grade from a B to an A, from a C to a B. Couple minutes of your time, is that worth it? Because these are major grades we're talking about. This isn't minor grade stuff. This is major grade stuff. If I'm going to make you work on your sentence, we're talking big boy points, big girl points. Okay? So, he shows us this by telling us that. He shows us this by telling us that. Is that good?
Kids shorten it.
It's okay if you're in 7th grade. How can you word that differently? Yes.
He conveys it through revealing the man's.
But you see how much better that sounds already?
I'd say
And
that-
how, I mean, just this much more focus. That's all that takes. All right? Now, why did I choose this one? Of all the examples I had, because I had plenty, why did I choose this one? Braylee?
It's the best example
For what reasons?
because there were some mistakes where it was good enough, and there was the good and the bad with it, and enough mistakes where it was easy for us to have.
This wasn't so bad that it was completely something where we had to start over. But this wasn't on the surface. Some of you guys said this was an A, right?
Yeah.
If you'd have wrote this last year, probably an A. But this year, Not really, okay? Because not only do you need to be better than you were last year, but I need you to step up your game to high school level. Beyond high school level, right? Let's get to sophomore level. So this may be a A last year, but it's more like in this general area here. B minus, C plus, in that general range. Because how many grammar and punctuations and issues did I find in 2 sentences? Way too many. Guys, and then I'm pretty gracious in a lot of ways. I'm not trying to brag, but I am. In an essay that you turn into me, you can make 5 grammatical errors, and I don't take any points off. 5 grammar, punctuation, spelling errors. I don't touch a single point. I don't even mark them sometimes. But if you go crazy and have 5 in the first 2 sentences, remember that story I told you about my college professor who wrote a line and was like, "This is where I stopped reading." Well, I'm not going to waste my time. The rest of the paper can't be better than this. This is the first thing I read. If this is not good, then the rest of it's also not good. So I need you to get this part right. And right, not just right, but what's a big word for right?
Correct.
It's a bigger word than correct.
Perfect.
I don't need it perfect. I do need it
Decent.
striving towards perfection. Right? Impeccable is a great word. Did you use Google?
Equitable.
Then bravo.
Equitable.
Okay. All right. So everyone see this? I also chose this one for another reason. It's because it's 2 sentences. 2 sentences, right or wrong?
Right.
You said 1.
Wrong.
Whoa. We got a split room. Is 2 sentences okay? Yes. Is 1 sentence okay?
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't matter. Is it an awesome 1 sentence? Then I don't care. Is it an awesome 2 sentences? Then I don't care. If it's not awesome and it's 2 sentences but should be 1 sentence, I care. If it should be 1 sentence but it's 2 sentences, or 2 sentences it should be 1 sentence, we need to switch them. Does that make sense? All right. Questions on any of this?
No.
Okay, now wave to the virtual learners. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thanks for playing our game. Oh, I gotta turn that off.
They gotta